Hello Metro4, and I'm back with another Minecraft how-to video with over 105,000 views. That is so crazy. Thank you so much for everyone who watched the last video. I thought we would revisit how to turn a lever into a button and a button into a lever. So the redstone, Minecraft redstone is so different now since that video came out just because of one block, the observer block. It has compacted things so much. If you see right here, I'll give you an example. These are the things, these are the circuits from the last video, the redstone circuits. This is a T flip-flop, and this is the thing, who knows what I came up with. It's so huge. Oop, popped a hole. And what we can do now is so much more compact, it's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you the circuit, build it, and then we're going to do something special. I want to go into my single player world and actually show you an example of me using it that I actually came up with. Maybe it'll inspire you, and you can tell me in the comments how you used it in your single player world. So here we go. We're going to start off with how to turn a lever into a button. So this is how we used to do it. We used to pulse, or we used to do the lever and then delay it and reset the signal. But nowadays, oh my gosh, it's so much easier. Here we go. This is it. We just use one observer and it looks at a piece of redstone. That's it. Can you believe that? So here we go. We flip the lever and it just pulses it. So the crazy awesome thing about this is, in this circuit right here, what we had to do is we had to unflip it to reset it to use it again. Not on this one. Literally, you can leave the lever down and it's watching the redstone still, and when it sees the change of it unflipped, it does it again. So literally you could just use it once and then it's down, you could use it again. Oh, that's so helpful. So you don't have to reset the lever up and down. So let's build this. It's going to be one of the easiest builds. We get ourselves a lever here, and then we'll just rebuild it directly behind it. This is so easy. You do a lever, you can do it on top, any place you want, and then we just put a piece of redstone down, and then we just look at that redstone, and then a block. You could literally have just like a repeater coming off here, going into whatever deal you wanted. I just like having a lamp to kind of show off the when it's activated, and then that's it. That's it. And you could just, see how I delayed it a lot more? It's a lot more useful and easy to work with. And that's it. Alright, so let's go into my single player world, and I'll show you something actually really cool I used it for. Alright, so I'm in my single player world, my unfinished city with a bunch of colorful blocks everywhere where buildings are going to be. And I have this hole in the wall right here. So when I first started this world, this is actually my starter house right here. I dug a hole into the ground and eventually made it a looked like a collapsed mine, like piston hidden door thing. So what's really cool is I used to have a button right here, and that's too obvious. So what we'll do is you can carry around, or you can hide somewhere. You can hide a lever, it's like a key, and then you wouldn't know where to put it on this wall. It could be anywhere. You could also make it a little more hidden than I do, but it's a single player world. So I'm put it right here. Very easy to get to. So here we go. We pull this. It can be up or down, doesn't matter. And there we go. It opens up to our secret pathway into our underground base down here, and it's on a timer, which is really cool because it collapses in after you, so people can't follow you, or enemies can't follow you into your base. So it's actually go in here into our secret back room here, and we can see the wiring. It's actually not that complicated. It looks a little complicated, but that's just because we have a button from the inside of the base leading into the there's an observer right there. That's literally the same thing we just built. It goes the lever we put down, one piece of redstone behind that block, and then that observer is looking at it, and then it's powering this wall right here, which is powering this redstone, which is going into this timer that holds the door open so it doesn't smush us. And then, so as long as there's an item in this one for the timer, it will turn this off, which retracts the pistons and holds the door open for us. It's very simple redstone, and it's all because of that right there. We could actually use a button too, but I wanted to use a lever because it's cooler. Alright, let's show it one more time. We'll have to actually, probably two more times. I have to push the button. I know, I'm using an actual button right here. It's blasphemy. Let's go back upstairs, and then let's watch it collapse in again, because I need to stall and wait for the circuit to end. Come on. There it goes. Alright, so here we go. This is the best part, actually, because even though it's already been activated, we can just flip it again, and it'll work just fine. We don't have to reset it. So there we go. That has been how to turn a lever into a button in my single player world. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. And collapse. There we go. The first video I made was so old, I don't even think droppers were in the game yet. I think it was just dispensers. And since these have come out, Oh my gosh, it's been game changing, almost as much as the observer block. So let's go into this. This is a T flip-flop. It's not my design, but I didn't design that either. That's just literally just looking at a piece of redstone. Let's get into this. All it does is there's one item that sits in here. It's very simple. You press a button, it stays on forever. All it's doing is sending the item up to this dropper, into this hopper, and into this dropper again. And then it just keeps the signal on forever because it's detecting there's an item inside of this dropper. Then we hit the button again, it's sending the item into this dropper, back into the original dropper. It's so nice, and it stays off because it's no longer an item inside of here. And then we can just keep doing it over and over again. Item goes in a circle. You don't even have to, you can do it pretty quickly too. So let me show you how to build this very simply. We just need one aiming upwards, a hopper, dang it, a dropper aiming upwards. That's going to get confusing. And then one aiming into it right here. One dropper aiming into the hopper, sitting on top of this one. And there you go. There's your circle. Very simple. And then we just need a comparator at the end here, telling when there's an item into that. And then this is where you send the signal right here. You could also have like a repeater coming off here and going in just like I did over there. And I just like to do a lamp to indicate when it's on. And then you need your button. You can put it on any side. Doesn't matter. There we go. And let's, oh yeah, we need an item. That'd also be helpful. Throw your item in there. And there you go. It gets sent into the circle. I'm going to show you what I did in my single player world with this. Here you go. Next up, every single player world needs an XP grinder. And if it's a skeleton one, even better. I know this doesn't look too fancy right here. I haven't decorated it yet. But what I'm really proud of is downstairs. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I say that every time I go down those stairs. It hurts. If you see here, we have a hopper minecart that gets the items underneath their feet and sends it into our system, and then it shoots it out into our sorting system from that water. But back here is the awesome stuff. So when it gets sent into this dropper right here, it fills up, and when it reaches a certain point and it reaches that repeater right there, it goes into our T flip-flop that I just built, and I'm very happy with this. It took me a while to figure out this whole system. What it actually does is it keeps the piston pushed out and locking this repeater so it doesn't constantly be spit out items. What it does is the buffer fills up, and then it retracts this piston, and it empties out the whole dropper, which is awesome. And then what happens is when it's empty, it sends this signal right here and toggles the T flip-flop again and pushes it back to lock it. And let's see it in action. I'm very excited. Here we go. It was long enough to reach there. It's completely emptying. You see it's completely emptying. There we go. And then when it turns off, it's going to toggle it and push the piston back out and locks the repeater again. So that's it. Very simple, very useful, and way less annoying than it constantly be clicking items every time someone goes in there. So there we go. This is it. I hope you enjoyed. I'm MagicMofo4. Let's get out of here. I'm stuck in a tiny little building. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to, and let me know what you've used this stuff for in your single player world. Thanks for watching, and bye.